Oo nga, and actually hindi namin, it's not surprising na nag-i-interfere pa rin ang Chinese government sa usaping West Philippine Sea. Pero it feels amusing for us na pati isang documentary film na ang tanging layunin ay ikwento ang personal na karanasan ng ating mga mamamayang mangingisda sa West Philippine Sea ay haharangin pa rin ipalabas. Hinarang itong ipalabas sa Pilipinas noong Marso 14, 2 days bago yung supposed premiere night niya. So, nawalan kami ng pag-asa at we had to resort to submit the film internationally kasi it's a must na maipalabas itong pelikula na ito. Hindi naman natin ginawa itong documentary na to para makipag-away o para dumagdag pa sa napakaraming usapin because as storytellers, there's a point where we have to stop bickerings and throwing false narratives or our own narratives against each other, but finally look into the truth of the matter. And for us, the more personal we go, the more genuine and authentic it can go. So, awa ng Diyos, nag-world premiere tayo sa New Zealand, sa Auckland, New Zealand, sa festival na Doc Edge Film Festival. Ito yung pinakamalaking documentary film festival sa Asia Pacific. It's an Oscar qualifying festival at pinalad naman tayong manalo ng Best Picture under the Change of Tides category. Pero yun na nga, muli nagpadala na naman ng official letter ang Chinese consulate sa festival mismo na nagsasaad na we are promoting misleading and we are distorting the history ng South China Sea. So, the truth is being weaponized against us. And naimbitahan ako dito, sabi pumunta ka lang doon kasi mukhang hindi sila titigil because wala na po akong Facebook at Messenger, biglang na-cancel. So, yun lang yung parang, hindi naman ako natatakot, pero ito yung parang, sandali, why are you doing this to storytellers na ang layunin lang naman ay magkwento? And I don't think you have the right to do that in our own home country. So, nagtatanong lang din kami, gaano kalalim ba ang influence ng external factor na ito, ang Chinese government sa sektor dito sa bayan natin? It's a must na ibalik namin sa Pilipinas yung pelikula. So, nakapag-book kami ng sinihan sa Rockwell on July 27, 7 p.m. at Cinema 7. Yun yung pinakamalaki nila. One-time screening lang ito. At hindi natin alam kung magkakaroon ulit ng external pressure ulit.
March kayo na-refuse na ipalabas dito.
2 days bago yung
Sige nga po.
premiere.
Bakit hindi niyo sabihin sa amin? Anong sinihan yung nag-refuse sa inyo?
Actually, it's not the cinema. We're part of the festival.
Anong festival ito?
Cine Panalo Film Festival.
Saan po ito?
Sa Gateway Cinema po.
Bakit daw kayo hindi pinayagan magpalabas ng documentary?
Ang reasoning na ibigay sa atin is due to external factor and no further explanation was given. But in fairness naman sa Cine Panalo, sila kasi ang nag-provide ng support grant dun sa pelikula. Sila ang pumili kasi there's a call for entry and more than 200 ang nag-submit sa festival na iyon. At Producer's Choice, itong food delivery natin because it's really centering on food. Mag-aaway-away ba tayo sa pagkain? I mean, it's a common ground that we can all agree with. That's why yun yung pinili naming i-focus. And then, all throughout.
Pardon my innocence. Hindi ba ganyang festival? Ito yung pamamaraan, yung artistic creativity ay mailabas at yung freedom of expression ay itampok. Obviously, yung dalawang bagay na yun ay hindi kinonsider nung ibinan kayo.
So,
ano yung external factor na sa palagay ninyo?
Ako, hindi ko masasagot yan.
Ay bakit po naman? Sabi niyo di kayo takot, tapos ngayon takot kayo.
No, hindi kasi hindi naman po naipaliwanag sa amin. Yun lang po yung paliwanag. It's a question that I think
sige
can
po,
ask
di
the
magkano
festival.
tayo, process of elimination. So yung external factor, US.
Hindi po natin alam yan. Ang ano ko lang, because of what happened in New Zealand, mukhang nagbigay linaw kung anong nangyari nung March 14. That's my personal opinion.
Ano po ang inyong personal opinion? Anong bansa? Bilog ang mata o singkit ang mata?
Singkit ang mata.
Ma'am, bakit kayo hindi takot pero hindi niya babanggit yung pangalan ng bansang yon?
China po. Actually, nabanggit ko na sa kanina, sorry.
Mm.
Because kasi yung sa Pure Gold, kasi hindi namin alam kung anong external factor yun, hindi malinaw. But because of what happened sa DocEdge New Zealand, at nagpadala ng official communication ang Chinese consulate sa DocEdge Festival na pinapatigil yung screening ng pelikula natin, doon ako naging confident na baka yun ang nangyari noong March 14. Ito yung personal na opinion ko lamang. Actually, this country is not very healthy for storytellers, journalists, and documentary filmmakers. It's not. This is so funny because we are known as a democratic country. Pero, yeah, kumbaga, sige, we can talk about this. We can openly express our opinions. But when we ruffle some feathers and kumbaga nakakanti mo na yung uh, mga powers that be, hinaharangan ka. Napaka kumbaga ayokong sabihin yung term parang disposable ng trabaho natin. And it's insulting to what we're trying to do. I mean, storytellers are supposedly watchdogs of society. Kumbaga, it's a thankless job. Wala naman tayong mapapala. Kanina nga, iniisip-isip ko, non-commercial ba ang documentary? No. We want to change that. We want to encourage producers to invest in documentary films and make it successful so more people can watch it, more people can appreciate it, design it to be more entertaining. And that's what Los Sabongeros did. If you see that documentary, napaka-inspiring niya. Talagang mahuhook ka sa kanya. It's not your usual drama sappy documentary na talagang parang pampatulog. At kung napansin nyo, di ba, ang news ngayon, tinotroll na lang. Tayo mga journalists, may nagsabi nga, oh, you're a dying breed. Tama ba yun? And then nung nag-shoot nga kami sa West Philippine Sea, ano kayo, vlogger? So, okay. Kumbaga, it's okay. We are in this creative economy together. But yung idea kasi ng katotohanan, that's the only reason for us to thrive as a country and to progress as a country. Once tinago mo yan, once kinitil mo yan, wala na. Kumbaga, hindi malayo na controlled na talaga tayo ng Chinese government at yung kumbaga itong status ng lipunan natin ngayon, wala na. Kumbaga, that's why people are leaving this country. That's the truth. Kasi, and a lot of good journalists, have left already.
So, hindi mo na-expect na imbitahan ka sa China?
I'd love to. I'd love to. I was just there 2 years ago kasi nga academy member tayo. So, gusto nila yung mga films nila ma-consider for the Oscars. Kaya I'd love to also be invited to share this film with them. And hopefully, kumbaga, we'd like to help their good stories and hopefully they help us with our good stories as well because that's the essence of humanity.
Dun sa kinasadlakan ng yung docu, meron din palang docu yung Los Sabongeros. Can you tell us something about this? Ano ba ang it suffered the same fate, right? Ano ba ang information mo na pwedeng ibigay dito direct?
Nako, ang Los Sabongeros ay directed by one of filmmakers that I admire also, si Brian Brazil. Ito ay produce ng GMA. So ano na to it's kumbaga a mainstream na palabas na. And then it was program in a festival. Tapos ganun din, na pull out last minute citing internal factor. So kung ang food delivery ay external factor, ang Los Sabongeros internal factor, ang reason nila. At tumindig kami niyan, talagang, kasi once you see these documentaries, you cannot turn a blind eye on this truth. At ikaw, if you're a champion of justice, if you are a Filipino who wants to do something meaningful to your society, titindig And yung pelikula ng Los Sabongeros, I'd like to think na kaya pinag-uusapan ngayon at kaya may nag-resurface na witness, baka napanood niya yung documentary at nakonsensya. So, sana, ganun din ang mangyari sa food delivery. Mapanood to ng China at baka naman makonsensya sila na yung ginagawa nila ay hindi talaga tama. We do not share their position on what they're doing.